That's right. We are KNDI in Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm Larry Ordonez. Welcome, everybody. Aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. If you just tuned in, we just activated our Facebook live streaming as we welcome our radio program called FILCOM Cares with Dr. Agnes Malate and Clemen Montero. Before we bring them up by way of Zoom, we'd like to play a song video by a singer. Last night I was contacted by Lourdes Azargon over in Hong Kong and says, Sir Larry, could you please play one of my favorite singers in your radio program? Well, he is a registered nurse at an operating room in Davao. His name is Aris Conrad Jr. And so here he is, our opening number right here on KNDI.
When I saw you standing there, I about fell off my chair. And when you moved your mouth to speak, I felt the blood go to my feet. Now it took time for me to know what you tried so not to show. Something in my soul just cries. I see the ones in your blue eyes. Baby, I'd love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Ooh, baby, you'd love me to want you the way that I want to, if you'd only let it be. You told yourself years ago you'd never let your feelings show. The obligation that you made for the title that they gave. Baby, I'd love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Ooh, baby, you'd love me to want you the way that I want to, if you'd only let it be. Now it took time for me to know what you tried so not to show. Something in my soul just cries. I see the want in your blue eyes. Baby, I'd love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Ooh, baby, you'd love me to want you the way that I want to, if you'd only let it be. Baby, I love you to want me the way that I want you, the way that it should be. Ooh, baby, you'd love me to want you the way that I want to, if you'd only let it be.
That's Aris Conrad Jr. a registered nurse out of Davao City, singing right here on Filipino Radio KNDI in Honolulu, Hawaii. And once again, a big mahalo and thank you to Lourdes Azargon for referring Aris Conrad Jr. into our program. Lourdes Azargon is over in Hong Kong. She's a certified national caregiver of the National Standard American Caregiver Association. Right now, everyone, we will start our program. This of Philcom Cares radio program, and this program is made possible by a grant from the Philcom Cares with funds from the Department of Health, State of Hawaii, and in partnership with Hawaii Public Health Institute. So right now, let's go ahead and meet our dear friends. Here is a picture of our program hosts. They are Dr. Agnes Malate and Clemen Montero, bringing weekly radio program of Philcom Cares. Let's go to our Zoom room. Hello there, Clemen.
Aloha. I believe my partner in crime is about to come in on Zoom. Ang muyumeten ni Dr. Agnes. Adu, dagiti, aramidan na kanayon. But welcome. Thank you, KNDI, and thank you, Philcom Cares, for welcoming us into this program. Adan ni Dr. Agnes. Dr. Agnes, ayan
Kumusta
mo.
kayo? Adaak yan ti downtown. Iti major nga health facility tayo. So, kablaw kayo amin. Thank you for joining us again. And this is, I think, a great opportunity to continue what we started discussion with our radiothon. So, dispensaran nyo, timasko, pra-practice tayo, pra-practice tayo, bagbaga tayo amin, no, kwa? Nga, basta pong usarin tayo, nagkita mas tayo, natatayo yan ti public spaces, yes?
Exactly. Agyaman kamita, nakaumay ka, on time.
Sorry na la. Dispensado niyo ba sila? The wonders of technology.
Exactly.
Yes.
So today's program, adda dagiti duwa nga donors tayo nga umay. Makitungtong kada tayo into na madamdama. Mited ko kanyayo daytoy my regular reports. Gapo kadagiti numbers. Is that I hear some? So agyamanak manen naimbag na aldaw yung amin. As far as numbers are concerned, nangyeg tayo ni Lieutenant Governor Josh Green idi Sabado, our successful Radiothon 3. And he said 57.5 is where we are at. And our target is 60%. What numbers am I talking about? Well, bakuna o pagbabakuna, we are 57.5. Our target is 61st, and then of course 70. Nagsalita si Lieutenant Governor Josh Green na nasa 57.5% tayo sa pagbakuna. Malapit na nating makamit ang ating 60% at ang ibig sabihin nito ay mababawasan ng mga papeles para sa paglalagpay at higit pa mababawasan ang ating mga takot na nadadama dahil sa pandemya. 2,459 ang mga taong nasa ospital ngayon dahil sa COVID-19 at mataas ang porsyentong ito. Mataas ang mga porsyentong ito ang mga hindi pa nabakunahan. Uulitin namin ang sinabi ni Lieutenant Governor Green na katulad din ng sinabi ni Sir Larry the last time, awan pay natay kadagiti tattao nga nabakunaan, wanatay iti COVID-19 nabakunaan dan. So walang taong nabakunahan ang namatay ng COVID-19. So it's approved for us na nasaya at daytoy nga aramidin tayo amin. Right now, 516 ang bilang ng mga nasawi dahil sa COVID-19. And the number is a very high percentage of those that are not vaccinated. And that's 516 death toll at the moment statewide. And statewide average din ay ang mga daily new cases bumaba. 44 last week, 39 ngayong linggo. Before I go to the other numbers, any input from you folks? Like, I think we're doing good, right, Dr. Agnes and Sir Larry?
We are doing good. However, what we also have to look at is the positivity rate. Nalipatan tayo ni Dikot, kitaan tayo no mabalin no kasanuti how we're doing. And so oray bumababa di gije cases no daduma ket masapong at kitaan tayo no kasanuti positivity rate na nagpangato manin dayjay. So the importante data.
Mm-hmm. Well, before we go into our numbers, I would like some music to hear so that we can mabang-aran tayo.
That's right. Thank you very much, Dr. Agnes Malate and Clemen Montero. We do have some entertainers, song artists from all over the world who had volunteered to share their talents. One of them is a lady originally from Pidig, Ilocos Norte. You know that place, right? Northwestern side of the Philippines. But she's currently living in London and says, Sir Larry,
Wow,
anytime.
from Pidig to London.
From Pidig to London. And she says, you can play my songs at any time. Her name is Suprema Corpus. And she's over in London right now. And she'll provide our first entertainment music. Here's Suprema Corpus. Originally from Pidig, Ilocos Norte.
Oh, the night is my world. City light, painted girl. In the day, nothing matters. It's the night, time that flatters. In the night, no control. Through the wall, something's breaking. Wearing white as you're walking down the street of my soul. You take my self-control. You got me leaving only for the night. Before the morning comes, the story is told. You take my self-control. Another night, another day goes by. I never stop myself to wonder why you make me forget to play my role. You take my self-control. I live among the creatures of the night. I haven't got the will to try and fight against you tomorrow, so I guess I'll just believe it that tomorrow never comes. The same night, I'm living in the forest of my dream. I know the night is not as it would seem. I must believe in something, so make myself believe it. This night will never go. Oh, 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 the night is my world. City light, painted girl. In the day, nothing matters. It's the night, time that flatters. I live among creatures of the night. I haven't got the will to try and fight against you tomorrow, so I guess I'll just believe it that tomorrow never knows. The same night, I'm living in the forest of my dream. I know the night is not as it would seem. I must believe in something, so I make myself believe it. This night will never go. Oh, oh, oh,
great singing. That's Prima Corpus right here on FILCOM Cares radio program. Let's see if we can move away from there. Now back to FILCOM Cares radio program with Dr. Agnes Malate and Clemen Montero. Coming back in.
I just wanted to say to all of you that Pidig is actually Tipu Onte Tatangti Tatangko. So
Oh,
I have a connection there. The Malate from Pidig. No, agdingding kayo, kablawan da kayo man. Iti nakangkanta tayo kat dedication. Umika na kayo. Diyos ti na, na laing kang kanta talaga. So ite Sabado ada di radio tanta yuya clam ket
When?
ket adu ti guest me nga imimay at nagsaya at ti sa salita da, and then ni clam ti may isang host ni Larry Pie iso ni clam kaputan nam amuna de ti guest iso ti lead me ita nga mangi continue dagiti discussion tayo iti.
Mhm. Naamwak dahito nga sarita, mangiturong kani Sir Larry. When itatakit as part of our commitment, nangited da dagiti nakadakdakkel nga incentives para kadagiti dumdumnyeg kada tayo tapno agpabakuna da. And as part of our commitment and to offer our heartfelt thanks to the generous donated prizes, nag-imbitar kami dagiti donors iti daytoy Philcom Cares broadcast with KNDI 1270 AM radio with Sir Larry. May kaya't mi met nga denggen no apay nga nag-volunteer that it was a volunteer thing that they've done, that they provided us generously and donated to our cause. Manen kaya't may nga agyaman kani Auntie Amelia Casamina Cabatu for her unsolicited efforts, and we were able to have wonderful incentives for our community and help convince them to get themselves and the family be vaccinated. Danto met into na madamdama ni Loreto Coloma. He is one of our team members with Philcom Cares. Tapnoy pakaamuna, no? Kasano nga, mga bakit dagiti tattao, dagitoy nga prices. So today they're probably getting in now, but we have from Seafood City via Juan Bacoven, and also from LNL Hawaiian Barbecue, Brian Andaya. Maybe we could hear something about them. Sir Larry, talk about Via and Brian. Ambong sa isuda.
when nagpaiso ita. But before we do that introduction, we just want to recognize the generosity of LNL Hawaiian Barbecue, Attorney Brian Andaya, who's giving away two winners for one plate lunch every month for a whole year. And then from Aloha Tours and Travel, Rose Galanto has donated two winners for a round trip ticket to the neighboring islands of your choice. And from Everlasting Travel, Mrs. Edith Godoy, one round trip ticket to Las Vegas. And then from Sol Soleza, the area manager of Philippine Airlines, is giving away one round trip ticket to the Philippines. So big mahalo to all of our big time donors. And of course, Seafood City has given us many gift cards. And talk about Seafood City, our dear friend Via von Volkhoven is standing by to join us, tell us a little bit about what's going on at Seafood City and the incentive that they had provided to get people vaccinated. And of course, Via and husband Jimmy are good friends. They come to the farm when we had our little get togethers at our little farm. And then, of course, our dear friend, Attorney Brian Andaya, we were in the JCs together. We are both roasted out. If you are 40 and above, you can you have to get out of the JCs. And so that's the commonality that we both have is through the JCs. And of course, I think if I'm not mistaken, either he's on the Big Island or Maui in terms of routes.
His roots is in the Big Island.
Big Island.
So yes, graduate of Waikea, and still visits there regularly and is very much fond of his island home.
So hopefully we will be hearing from them very soon and reminding our listening audience that this is KNDI Radio, FILCOM Cares Radio program with Dr. Agnes Malate and Clemen Montero. They are our program hosts, had been coming here every week, letting you know the latest information on COVID-19, as well as sites where you can go and get vaccinated.
Perhaps
And in
while
term-
waiting, go ahead, Agnes.
I just wanted to squeeze in there so that we remember that the next vaccination will be at FILCOM Center on July 8th.
Mhm. Exactly. I wanted to give you that schedule also because this is the reason why we're not getting our prices announced yet, because we do have vaccinations coming up. Deja imbaga ni Agnes, July 8, 9 a.m. There at the PhilCom Cares. And then we have July 10, Moderna at Our Lady of Sorrows in Wahiawa. And July 11, at Casaronuda, Our Lady of Perpetual Help, Eva Beach, Hawaii. So at Wahiawa, July 10, 9:30 until 10:30. And Our Lady of Perpetual Help, Eva Beach, July 11, 9:30 to 11 a.m. Ken, no kaya't nyo ti ag-register. Mabalinda pa yung ag-register ka di, Dr. Agnes?
Yun, mabalinda pa iti register. So, and even if no di na makarehistro and they want to come on that day, mabalin latamit.
Mabalinti walk-in para kada
When?
gitoy. And
When?
the PhilCom Cares registration number, Ket, 1-808-300-5548. Manen, PhilCom Cares registration 1-808-300-5548. Saan laing ang mga agparehistro, dito yung number to get yourself vaccinated, because once you are vaccinated, makaala kayo dagiti premyo nga ibagami very soon, because Loreto will be coming in to let you know kasano kayo nga mga kadagitoy.
All right, here's what we will do. We will break for a station ID and some messages from our regular sponsors to our program. And we'll play one song. In the meantime, we'll try and make connection with our dear friends who are to be here with us and talk about their connection with PhilCom Cares and, of course, their thoughts on getting vaccinated. And all those coming up right after these messages. We will be right back, everyone.
More music! More music!
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world.
Meron ba kayong katanungan ukol sa bakuna kontra sa COVID? Alamin ang sagot sa inyong mga katanungan, mga talaan o listahan ng registration sites at karagdagang impormasyon sa wikang Tagalog sa pamamagitan na pagtawag sa 808-586-8332. Nakaabang ang mga nagtatagalog na handang tumulong sa inyo na magrehistro para sa bakuna at sagutin ang inyong mga katanungan. Yan ay 808-586-8332. Panatiliing ligtas ang inyong pamilya at mga kaibigan at magpabakuna ngayon. Para sa karagdagang impormasyon, bumisita sa website hawaiicovid19.com/mylanguage.
This message is brought to you by Ethnic Education Hawaii with funding from the Department of Health, State of Hawaii.
If you are having financial problems, we can help. Attorneys Rick Abelman and Lars Peterson at Abelman Peterson offer free consultations about clearing your debt through bankruptcy and offering you a fresh start. If you have problems with your mortgage, credit cards, car loans, personal loans, or taxes, Abelman Peterson is ready to help you get a fresh start. Filipino speaking is Rick Abelman, kaya huwag kayong mag-alala sa problema ninyo. Tutulungan niya kayo na ayusin ang mga utang ninyo. Call 589-1010 to get started today. Call 589-1010. Maraming salamat po.
And up next to entertain us, we have a young lady, Filipina who's over in Japan. Her name, Joanne Valmonte, and she's gonna sing for us while we are setting up for our first guest to speak here on FILCOM Cares radio program. Here is Joanne out of Japan. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll be back with Dr. Agnes Malate and Clemen Montero. More on FILCOM Cares radio program.
Ikaw na lang ang siyang kulang sa buhay kong ito. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka. Sa tuwing ikaw ay nariyan, sabay kong nadarama ang kaba at ligaya. Ang iyong tinig, wari ko'y di marinig, pagkat namamangha pagkausap ka. Kaya nais kong malaman mo ang sinisigaw nitong puso. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka, at sa habang panahon ikaw ay magkasama. Ikaw na lang ang siyang kulang sa buhay kong ito. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka. Ikaw kaya ay nais din akong makapiling at ibigin. O kay sarap namang isipin na tayong dalawa ay isa ang damdamin. Aking hinihiling na sabihin mo ang nilalaman Ang ibigin ka.
And her name is Joanne Valmonte, originally from the Philippines and now over in Japan, a member of Music Jam Plus, and we have had her as one of our virtual guests on KNDI's Filipino radio program. Now let's go back to our Zoom room with our program hosts of FILCOM Cares radio program, Dr. Agnes Malate and Clemen Montero. Come on back in. Hi there.
Hi there.
Aloha. We're back. And really, agpaisong global kayo because we heard from Hong Kong, London, Philippines, and then now in Japan. Um, and so while waiting for our guests, and hopefully they will be able to call in or join us on Zoom, it's very important nga maamuan dagiti dumdumngeg ken nagbubuyan no kasanuda nga mangabak. Iso nga inawagan ni Loreto Coloma, inawagan mi ni Agnes ni Loreto Tapno, ipakaamuna kada tayo amin no kasano ti aramidan tayo. Loreto, thank you for joining us. Ading, tell
Thank you
us
so
how to
much.
win.
Good afternoon. Yes, and thank you for having me. We recently announced that the grand prizes will be distributed in the next couple of weeks. And how do you sign up? For those of you who have Facebook accounts and have access to the internet, you can sign up on our grand prize form on our Facebook page at facebook.com/PhilComCaresHawaii. And so if you go there, the form link is pinned to the top of the page. And you can go to that and you can read more into kind of the details. But to give you kind of the rundown of the main things is that you have to have received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. So it's either one dose of the 2-shot series of Pfizer or Moderna or your Johnson & Johnson vaccine. And you must be a resident of the state of Hawaii. And this is all in an effort to help our friends and family and community in the state of Hawaii, particularly to make sure that we can get vaccinated and get towards our goal of 70% in the very near future. And so of those prizes, we plan to give away on July 8th and July 15th. So please sign up on that form by those dates to be eligible. And if you have any questions or you can't access the internet and need help signing up, you can always call our number so that you can either register for vaccine or get signed up. And that number is 808-300-5548.
Loreto, hang on. Please stay with us. We have attorney Brian Andaya on the line now. Thank goodness. I'm so glad that you have the time to join us, Attorney Andaya. Agnes Malate and I are here with Loreto, and of course, Manong Larry Ordonez with KNDI. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm really happy that you're doing this for our community. I hope more and more people will be able to get the vaccine like I did. And if you can ask Agnes, who was there when I got both of my shots, I am the worst person when it comes to needles and things like that. But I survived. So if I can do it, you can too. So thank you, all of you there, entire team, KNDI, FILCOM, Clem, you, and Agnes, and everybody else who had a role to play in it.
It was actually so great. I was going to say it was actually so great to see Brian at Our Lady of the Mount. I didn't realize that was his parish, his church. And so when I saw him, I was so pleased that he had heard about our vaccination efforts there, and really want to thank him because as one of the leaders in our community, by his example or people that he knows when they learned that he's gotten vaccinated and he's doing okay. So that's wonderful. And Brian was supporting our PhilCom Cares effort in addition to the great prize that he's giving away, and has made it been supportive. So when he got vaccinated, o ti ko nanakit kasanot anat maramit kong pangtulong kada tayo nga community. So deta ti talaga nga spirit nga attitude nga masapo tayo kasanot ti pinagtulong tayo dagiti kakadwa tayo dagiti pamilya tayo kanti komunidad tayo. Clem, I'm sorry I cut into you, so maybe you go ahead now.
Oh no, I was just going to ask. I know Attorney Andaya has young teenagers, right? How easy was it for you to convince them to get vaccinated, or are they vaccinated already? Are they of age?
So I gotta be real with you guys, and I think we all in our community all have these challenges. And so, those of you out there who have people who are hesitant, you're not alone. Even in my own family, my own household, my wife is hesitant and remains hesitant until today. So unfortunately, my kids have not been vaccinated. But last night, we got an email from one of their schools, and basically that the school is going to require mandatory vaccination to attend school there. And no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There is a religious and medical exemption that you can apply for, but that's the situation. So those of you who have people, you have some people you need to convince, you're not alone. We all have, I think, family like that, friends like that, and we all just can't give up, and we just have to keep talking to them, reminding them, and making it available, like how this program is making it readily available for them to get the vaccine.
Thank you so much for opening up about it, because you are right. They're not alone, and we are struggling, throughout the whole community, the Filipino community here in Hawaii. And that's why we're slowly crawling up to the percentage that we need to be in to be fully vaccinated. So we really appreciate that honest information that you have provided for us. It really will ease some of the people's thoughts in trying to convince their family members also. Agnes?
And Brian, he is not alone, as I mentioned before, with my father. He was also hesitant. And so ti ko no adda amo tayo nga hanunay nga di da pay nakadesidir. Agdengag tayo no apay at ti kaso na nga di da pay kaya ti ag-vaccinate. So idi mo na ang tak ni tatang ko nga apay saan di mo kaya naka-vaccinate kami amin apay anak butang mo ko naka, because Dad is actually a very tough guy. And so he's very, strong-minded, and he prides himself nga nasalon at manganti nateng the ag-exercise is it's a lot of times that you take care of your health, and so some may think that I've been doing well so far, I'll be okay. Ang denggan tayo, we should be patient, and because aduti sabali nga rason nga di dapat kay take vaccinate, and then there are some health conditions too. So talaga, Brian, agpaisita ko na.
And Attorney Brian, before you go, what is the famous plate lunch that you folks have at LNL? What is mostly ordered?
Oh, the most famous is the chicken katsu. That's what made LNL famous. So
and
that's,
you have to get the
popular.
gravy. Masakol mo nga gumatang the gravy for that chicken katsu.
It's free. The gravy is free, and we have different types. Yeah, we have the regular katsu sauce. We have the gravy. The one I think you're referring to, Clem, is the they call it chicken cutlet. It's like a brown gravy. So the difference between chicken, so you can get it that way, and then there's also curry sauce.
Well, mabising kami.
Since you are here, Brian Andaya of LNL Hawaiian Barbecue, let me tell you what's my favorite. It's
okay.
Roast pork at Ward Warehouse, Ward Avenue, that area there.
Yeah, Ward Center.
Ward Center.
Yeah.
Ward Center.
Roast pork there. I will drive from Mililani to get there just to have that
Wow.
roast pork.
So in certain places, they only have certain dishes also, or they specialize in something? Is that how it works?
So we have the core menu, including the chicken katsu, barbecue chicken. But then some places have their house specials. They're allowed to make house specials. And the roast pork, I've heard that before. It's one of the house specials of that ward location.
Nice.
Yeah.
Agyaman kami unay for your time, Attorney Brian and Daya. We
Thank
really
you, Brian.
appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, no, it's an honor to be part of the show. Definitely honored to be part of your efforts. Whatever else I can do. I remember helping Agnes there call people, remind them of their appointments. I said,
Yeah.
Nana, Tata, umay kayo na. Tapno di kayo maladaw.
Agpaisot ako, Nana. So you'll be hearing from me, Attorney Andaya. I'll call you after this program.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for having me on. It's an honor.
Thank you so
An
much.
honor for us. Thank you.
Okay, salamat.
Salamat, Just Agina. So let's hear about those prizes again. I want to make sure that whoever's listening and just tuned in, can you
you need me to, yeah, you need me to announce the prize?
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we are giving, and this might be a little bit different from, it's going to be better because we thought of it's a plate lunch for a year, but we want to make sure that you stay healthy, so it cannot be a plate lunch every day or anything, because that's too much and not good for you. As much as we want to promote our business, we gotta keep you folks in mind. So how about this? Every month for 1 year, so that's 12 times in 1 year, and it's not just for one person, but you and a friend or a loved one. Yeah, so you and a guest, but you can't be eating by yourself, right?
That's
So,
right.
If you have someone that you need to convince to get vaccinated, maybe treat them to lunch. I don't know, but
what if we have many friends, Brian?
Yeah, well, if we hit certain targets, just call me up. Later, maybe when we hit certain targets, we'll do another one.
Nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Sounds great.
So generous. So generous.
That's
really.
great. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
LNL Hawaiian Barbecue.
Thank you, Brian. Now let's go back to Loreto for more information about the prizes and how you can win some of these prizes, including what LNL Hawaiian Barbecue Brian and Daya had said. We also have round-trip ticket to the neighbor island of your choice. 2 winners from Aloha Tours and Travel. That's Rose Galanto. And then we have 1 round-trip ticket to Las Vegas from Everlasting Travel, Mrs. Edith Godoy, giving that incentive. And 1 round-trip ticket to the Philippines. That's from our area manager, Sol Soleza of Philippine Airlines. So lots of great prizes to be given away. And also from Seafood City, for their gift cards. Back to Agnes, back to Loreto and Clemen.
Go ahead, Loreto. We're almost out of time, so squeeze it all in.
Absolutely. So that prize form, again, facebook.com/FILCOM Cares Hawaii. And so the link is pinned there. Go to that form, fill it out, and you'll be entered for a drawing for one of these great prizes. And now we have to update the form because the LNL deal just got much better. So, what a way to convince a friend to say, if you get vaccinated and I win, then, we can go have lunch every month for the next year on me. So,
Loreto, I was so excited when he said that, and I go, why am I excited? I can't do it, but I can still go with my friend who wins, right?
So, Clem, you have to convince many of your friends to get vaccinated so they will take you.
Exactly. And luckily, most of them have been vaccinated. And one of the reasons why they want to do this is because they can freely go about their business, their daily lives, not, like how it was before, but at least they feel safer, especially at Dadagiti, Ubing, Kadwada, the younger ones, and this new Delta variant is attacking children. Well, so those are if you are vaccinated, you will be protected. And again, it's not saying na saan yung maala dahil yung virus, saan kayo nga mapanidya ospital. It means that your body already has immunity and it will fight off.
So I have a question for the three of you, since you are closely connected with FILCOM Cares. A person who is vaccinated outside of Hawaii, would they qualify and register into this prize drawings?
Nope. Saan?
Ay, Sir Larry, no saan na mabalin ak? Saan sinusuda nga mabalin?
So this is for residents of state of Hawaii who have been
When?
vaccinated or will be vaccinated on or before what date?
Well, we announced the prices into July 15, so if they could go to our vaccination sites, July 11 and July, July 11, I
Well,
think is our last one.
July
Dr. Agnes?
11th and then also July 10th, and we say 7-Eleven. That would be
7-Eleven.
yes, Our Lady of Perpetual Help. So we'll have vaccinations there as well.
And as soon as nagbakuna dan, I'd register them at 10, and they will be added on into our listaan na mabalin nga, mabalin na mangabak. Loretto, did I cut you off? I mean,
Oh, I was just gonna say, and if you need to register still yet and you'd like assistance, definitely do call our number. They can help you in Ilocano and Tagalog. That number again is 808-300-5548.
When
I'm so glad that
Kunakit no adapo ko yo when no adda anak yo amo dati mapanyante internet saludsudon nyo lang when no dawat nyo lang katakwadan nga i-enter ta kayo paymat mayat pay data no pa.
agyaman kami manen kani Sir Larry for bringing us FILCOM Cares project into your show. I believe this is our last show for now. For now. And so until we meet again, agyaman kami unay for your generous time, for your guidance with Dr. Agnes and I, and of course Loretto and the rest of our team. Agyaman kami unay from the bottom of our hearts. Kinsaksaka, mabaling.
Kinsaksaka pay. And
bottom of our hearts.
And they do nagan mi FILCOM Cares at the Filipino Community Center ti talagang kasla anaganan parent me. How do you say that now?
Dadakkel. Dadakkel kayo.
It doesn't quite translate, but I think you guys know what we mean. At deta ti pinilimingan I guess collaborating they doing Project Me at it's really a symbol of what we can do as Filipinos. And do you know next year it's going to be 20th year since the center opened? So Here's the deal. While we're on hiatus on the radio, Clem, we do have some projects going on at the FILCOM Center. In addition to the vaccination, we have a cleanup on the 3rd. That is a Saturday.
Kita niyo man, Sir Larry, no, da kayo aginaw, da kami kitaglinis, papang kami aglinis.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here on KNDI Radio, FILCOM Cares radio program, made possible by a grant from the FILCOM Cares with funds from the Department of Health, State of Hawaii, and in partnership with Hawaii Public Health Institute. Big mahalo, maraming salamat to the Filipino Community Center. Yes, and the takeaway, if you forget everything that we said today and you want to win a prize, Loretto gave you a very important number. Impaay na kada kayo, inted na kada kayo, tinumero mabalin yung awagan bilang laing takayat yu, iti mangyawid ti may sa kadagitoy dadakul nga premyo. Mapang kayo ti Neighbor Island, mapang kayo di Las Vegas, agsubli kayo di Pilipinas, mangan kayo ti kada bulan, iti unos ti may sa nga tawen, sa jay LNL Hawaiian Barbecue, dahil iti numero 808-300-5548. Bagayo kadakwada, balasang ko, nabakunaan akon, kaya't kumame, ti agrehistro, tapno mga adda oportunidad ko nga mga abak kadagiti premios. Here's the number again, 300-5548. That's 300-5548 if you need help in registering yourself after you got vaccinated, or at least having received one dose of
Yes,
vaccination. You are not going to win without registering. So, you register, okay? Oy, nangaba ka
Yes.
kumano nagrehistro.
Well,
You have to
Buray
register.
chocolate.
Thank you, everyone. Loreto,
Yaman
Clemen,
kami.
Thank you
Agnes,
very
Thank
much.
you.
thank you for joining
Thank you,
us.
Larry.
And KNDI Radio, big
Thank you,
mahalo.
KNDI.
And we will be right back after these messages. I'm Larry Ordonez, along with our friends from FILCOM Cares radio program. Be right back.
You are listening to KNDI 1270 AM in Honolulu, Hawaii. The voices from around the world.
Tag-init na. It's summertime. Masayang lumabas at mamasyal. Gusto naming ipaalala sa lahat na maghanda at manatili habang nagha-hiking, mangingisda o naglalaro sa dagat. Pinaalahanan namin kayo na maging handa upang maging ligtas sa pag-hiking, pangingisda at pag-enjoy sa karagatan. Sa dagat, lumayo sa delikadong shore breaks, tumataas na surf, malakas na alon, mga pating, box jellyfish at Portuguese Manoa na nakakapinsala. Huwag mag-swimming na nag-iisa, pero kung kailangan, mag-swimming kung saan may lifeguards. Kung magha-hike, huwag pumasok sa mga lugar na sarado o bawal. Mag-ingat sa mga nahuhulog na mga bato at landslides. Magsuot na tamang damit, sapatos, insect repellents at magdala ng kaibigan, cellphone at tubig. Kung mapahamak, magpapasalamat tayo sa mga tumutulong sumaklolo katulad ng ating mga lifeguards at bombero. Pero iwasan nyo na mapahamak. Mag-enjoy at mag-ingat.
This message is brought to you by Ethnic Education Hawaii with funding from the Honolulu City and County Grant in Aid.
4 minutes after the hour, I'm Larry Ordonez, and this is Filipino Radio, Monday edition, live on air, live online, live on air by way of KNDI, and live online by way of 13, I believe, social media destinations. We'd like to say hello to Reynaldo Abad, my batchmate, watching our program out of San Esteban, Ilocos, Des Lave, who's watching our program out of Makati City, Philippines, Ethel Sampan Meao, watching our program, Fortunato Cabras, who is over here in Honolulu, Alvin Waldo Bisigong, watching our program, is watching from Chile. Well, hello, Alvin Jr. Waldo Bisigong out of Chile. Thank you for taking a glimpse at our program. Dwight and Josie Blevins also watching our program. My beautiful wife also watching our program. Jennifer Salazar Ordonez. Hello. And let's see who else. Alice Castaneda also watching our program. Hello, Alice. And let's see, moving up, Mary Jo out of Portugal also watching our program. Hello. Hola, Mary Jo. And Zenaida Andres, also watching our program. Joyce Sullivan Kiskirin, watching from Milan, Italy. Aurora Jimeno, watching out of California. And Joyce out of Milan, Italy says, hello po, Sir Larry Ordonez. Mabuhay po kayo. Maraming salamat sa iyo. Let's see, moving up. Tessie Blossom out of California is also watching. And Cantidad Moyoko, also watching our program. Zenaida Andres is here in Honolulu watching our program. So that's just some of our viewers watching our Facebook live streaming. Of course, I am not able to read all the names here because it's a long list, and we have multiple destinations where we are streaming our program. Let's go to Milan, Italy. Let's go to London because our next singers, Arman Kurameng, here they are. Arman Kurameng on the left is a recording artist. Love his Ilocano songs. We've played it for many, many years here on Radio KNDI. He hails from Sarat, Ilocos Norte, and now over in Milan, Italy. And also singing for us is Prima Corpus, originally from Pidig, Ilocos Norte, now in London. And both of them are good friends. Both of them had consented to my request of giving us one of their songs. So
Hello guys, this is your friend Arman Kurameng.
Hi guys, and my name is Suprema.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to feel that boy? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I feel myself. I'm on the deep end, bushes I dive in. I'll never make them ground. Christian surface where they can turn us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow, shallow. In the shallow, shallow. In the shallow, shallow. We're far from the shallow now. Oh, oh, oh. Oh,
Yes.
Thank you very much, Arman Corameng and Suprema Corpus. Arman Corameng, originally from Sarat, Ilocos Norte, and of course, and now over in Milan, Italy, and of course, Suprema Corpus, originally from Pidig, Ilocos Norte, now over in London. I'm Larry Ordonez. This is Filipino Radio Monday edition on KNDI 1270 AM, Honolulu, Hawaii.